I'm Jeanette, VP of Marketing at Trade Hounds here at IEC Spark in Phoenix. And I am sitting down with one of the original founding board members of the Greater Charlotte IEC chapter, Dale Wright. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
So tell me, when did you start this chapter?
We started it about 3 years ago. I myself went through an apprenticeship program back in the early 80s out of Virginia. And when I moved to the Carolinas, I know that we needed a need for this. And Jason, our president, and we started looking for someone to bring an apprenticeship program to the Charlotte. And then we ran across to IEC.
So it's a new chapter, which
Yes.
is exciting. How's it going?
Great. We're growing every year, and we've got 80 some apprentices in the apprenticeship program right now. And our highest grade is third year right now. So next year will be our first graduation class.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So for people who aren't familiar with IEC and how the apprentice programs work, explain a little bit about that.
We have where we do a self-pay. If you're not employed by an electrical contractor, we let you take the first year as a self-paid. That it gets you exposed to some of our members to where, like our company, myself, we've hired a guy this year that was a self-paid, and we brought him on, so he's paying by himself. But if you work for a member contractor, then you become a member, and then you can enroll your employees in the apprenticeship program. And they go through a 4-year program, and every 6 months, by the pay structure with the Department of Labor in North Carolina, you are guaranteed a raise every 6 months as you advance through your schooling.
So you're a contractor as well?
Correct.
For all the other contractors out there who maybe don't know about IEC, explain to them a little bit about how IEC supports the contractors in finding and training the next workers that they're looking to recruit.
Well, our apprenticeship program is our number one, not only say priority, but a big part of our chapter, or the IEC nationally. But we have where, like, if you're slow on your projects are running slow and you need some help, or with some other members, we can do what we call a share labor. Is to where if I needed somebody, they could come from another company, they could come work for me for a couple of weeks until your projects kick off. Or if you just run into a situation where we had an 800 amp main breaker we needed a couple of weeks ago, and we needed it the next day. It was going to be 6 months before we could get it. And I went on the website and asked the members, and someone had it in their warehouse, so they let me use it. When my new one comes in, I give it back to them.
That's super helpful.
Yes.
How long have you been a contractor?
I've been with this company since '06. I started in '83, and I went through the apprenticeship program, and then I moved, all the way through, did government contracts in DC, and then we moved to the Carolinas. Then I started my own company, and then I merged my company with this company, and I help them by project manage for this company right now.
And you were an electrician before?
Yeah, I've been an electrician, yes, my whole life.
What got you into the electrical trade?
My dad dropped me off at 7-Eleven in December of '83 and said, "Don't come home till you got a job."
That's a good reason.
Yes, I had no choice. So then the guy that I saw a guy sitting in the truck, I said, "I need a job." He said, "I need someone to dig a ditch." So I actually started in '83 digging a ditch to own my own company, to doing in the electrical industry what I love the best.
So how has the industry changed over that time?
Oh, we don't have time for all that. It's right now I can't imagine how we functioned without the technology as far as cell phones, the estimating programs, and just the technology that's within our installation of our industry.
And what are some of the challenges you are facing, or maybe solving with technology?
I don't know if there's a difficulty, but the challenges are to make sure everybody's on the same page. You got so many different programs and this and that need to communicate, and it's starting to work to where your billing program and your estimating program and project management program, they're all starting to come together. So to see that from when they didn't have it to where it's at now has been a challenge.
How many electricians work for you?
We have about 15 or 20 in the field.
Yeah, so I imagine just communicating and all of that can be a challenge.
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
I am in the position that I have a field supervisor, and I'm a strong believer that you got to have the right people in the right place, so I don't have to deal with the personnel as much as he does. But He is very good with them as far as, okay, he understands their personal lives, their business life, their work life, and he really communicates with them well just by getting to know them.
How do you guys deal with like your purchasing for your materials and tools and things that you might need for the job?
We send it out for an estimate, and then when it comes to buy it for the job, and then have it shipped to the job or shipped to our warehouse if the job's not ready. And then we've got a warehouse personnel that will take it to the job.
Yeah, that's something I'm interested in seeing how like much that's also changed over the past few years.
Well, there's programs out there for your inventory um, maintenance and keep up with the inventory. We tried one a couple years ago that kind of didn't work, and we haven't really kind of strayed away from that right now. But it's something we need to look back into.
Are there any other pain points or anything that you're experiencing that maybe you share with other contractors at IEC that you guys can like commiserate on or like work through together?
Yeah, the matter of fact, it's going through a change right now as far as the pre-build items that is that, you build something in the factory or in your warehouse, and then you ship it out and do the install out there, and that is something that we're really interested in. It's becoming a growing market.
And is there anything that you are working on or any like initiatives that you're like really passionate about that you want to talk about?
I'm passionate about the apprenticeship program because I had the opportunity that when I was young to do it. And matter of fact, my wife, she was a junior in college, and I was going in my third year. And I told her, I said, I'm really not going to do this. She goes, look, I'm in college. I'm not here during the week. You finish your 2 years, and I'm going to finish my 2 years. And I'm glad she did it because I believe I'm in the position I am now because of the apprenticeship program.
If you're like talking to people who don't, they're not sure if they should like join and maybe someone who's like a pre-apprentice, do you have any like words of wisdom or any advice or anything that you could share about maybe why this might be a good path for them?
Words of wisdom. You have to enjoy what you do. If you don't enjoy your job, then you can't do it. You're not efficient at it. The electrical industry, we have so many different components that come together to do the final product. To where I'm not bashing any other trades, but like plumber, they run their pipe, their water flows through it. But we have so many different light bulbs, wire nuts, different motor controls. We have so much different in our industry that it's not the same all the time.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
Yes.
And it's evolving so much with all the technology. I'm sure you have to like learn a lot, be like a lifelong learner in this industry.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to share about this industry with maybe younger people who aren't sure, like, why should I, like, beyond, like, that sounds exciting, but maybe if they don't even know any, like, they're high school students or something, like, what would you say to them about becoming an electrician?
It's going to be a challenge to see the upcoming technology. Like now we got electric vehicles coming in, the lighting controls. We switched from incandescent fluorescent to LEDs now, and the technology that's yet to come is going to be exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
You're
Congratulations on starting a whole new chapter.
Thank you.
And congrats on your first graduating class coming up soon.
Thank you.
We'll be looking out for you, celebrating all of your new graduates in this coming year. And I can't thank you enough for your time.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.